My people, I greet you in the name of God. Good morning, good morning, good morning. The wrong way to dissolve your marriage. Yes, the very wrong way to dissolve your marriage, especially when it comes to traditional marriage. We have a very great system that, marriages they use in dissolving marriages in Nigeria. Traditionally, I'm talking about the traditional marriage. We all know that in every culture in Nigeria, if you're dissolving a traditional marriage, what is expected of the woman's family is to return the bride price. So, nobody ever thought of going to the courthouse or to try to think that you want to have like a certain proof, something written down in paper to say, okay, this thing is written down in paper for future references. In Nigeria, if your marriage is a customary, you marry in the court, like a marriage traditionally, customary law marriage, which is normally seen frequently in Nigeria. Those kind of marriages are dissolved in two ways. One is either like the first one I said, you take your marriage to uh, your family return the bride price to the man family, or another way is by dissolving such marriage in the court, by you getting lawyer and the petition, they file, and the divorce goes through the customary court. So, but in most cases, excuse me, in most cases, such marriages are not normally dissolved in court. Let's be truthful. In most cases, maybe very few marriages are dissolved in court, traditional marriages are dissolved in court, but how do you get the proof? Unfortunately, many choose what they consider the easiest way to go about it, which is to send, get your family to take the bride price to the man's family, and the marriage is dissolved. But there's a yardstick to this. What of if those elders that were in the known, all of the dog buy, and the man family, or the man comes out later a few years and said, no, you are still his wife, because the marriage was never dissolved properly, because you did not return the bride price, just like what Mr. Obasi is saying. Because the last time Mr. Obasi made us known that Judy has not returned the bride price. So that is why we are still saying, the bloggers are saying, everybody is still saying on social media that Judy Austin is technically married to Mr. Emmanuel, because that was what Mr. Emmanuel Obasi said, that his bride price has not been returned. That they went to drop it somewhere, but he never went there. He never went there to take it. He didn't do it the proper way, because when you return bride price the proper way, the traditional, there's a process in the traditional way that you use a returning bride price, right? So the court option is more expensive. That is why a lot of people choose to go through the, family. The male people in the family will return the bride price, because when you go through the court, you have to pay lawyers. And they say you have to appear in court for like five appearances in the court before the marriage will be totally dissolved. So dissolving a marriage by return of the bride price has too many problems. And you do not recommend that option of even if you are recommending that, that's what you choose to do, you probably have somebody write something down and let the elders sign it, because this world is changing, my people. As this world is changing now, who we now, if those elders, all of them don't buy now, where your husband can come out tomorrow say you now no return bride price, what would you use as a proof that it was returned? That is the issue that this woman Judy Austin is facing right now. Yes, Mr. Obasi kept coming and saying that she has not returned his bride price. So there need to be a written evidence that the bride price was returned and it was received by your husband, which is now your ex, that it was received by them, so that people will know what happens. So unlike Judy Austin right now, right? And when they do that, so that the well-being of the children's well-being, if they have to pay child support and all those arrangements will be made. But if you just go drop bride price for house, nobody they talk about the children well-being. No, nobody talks about the children well-being. It's only what you go drink or eat or the money when they return, something like that. That's the only thing that people, excuse me, that's the only thing people see. But they don't even worry about, talk about, okay, how the children will feed, how the school fees will be paid, how the clothing. No, they don't discuss the well-being of the children. So that is what Judy Austin is suffering. It's Judy Austin suffering. That's a problem right now. There remains a lot of uncertainty as to the fact that Judy Austin dissolved her marriage with Mr. Obasi. But Mr. Obasi has come out to tell us so many times that she did not, that they were going to court and she didn't dissolve the marriage, didn't return her bride price, but they went to drop the bride price somewhere, but he never went there to pick it up. And traditionally, like I stated before, traditionally there's a process that you go through. Why some even believe that she never dissolved that marriage. In other words, some people think that Judy Austin is still married to Mr. Obasi. Judy herself has contradicted herself severally on social media when she made that statement that time when she came out and said she's going to talk around 4 p.m. And when she came out, she didn't say anything. So a lot of people argue that she has dissolved her marriage to Mr. Obasi, while others says no. Others says no, before meeting you, because that's what she told us on the media, but she contradicted herself. When Mr. Obasi said to us that in 2012 or something like that, that when Judy came back from uni one time and he was telling him that he met Peteduce's son, and Peteduce's son said he was going to help her. So Peteduce's son said he was going to help her. And at the help, now we did so, my people. Hey. So, but she has no evidence of that. Oh, she has no evidence of saying that she returned the bride price. She tells the world that her family returned the bride price and thereby dissolved the marriage. But because she did not file for divorce at the customary court, she has no evidence to show that she is indeed divorced from Mr. Obasi. Now, wow. And Mr. Obasi seems to disagree with her. Now, that's exactly what I'm saying. Mr. Obasi disagree with her that at the customary court, she has no evidence to show that she's indeed divorced from Mr. Obasi. Dissolved from that she divorced from Mr. Obasi. And Mr. Obasi seems to disagree with her on everything. You cannot challenge those who believe Judy is still married to Mr. Obasi. Some still believe that she's still Mr. Obasi's wife. So these are the implications that people face. For you, for example, we recently, stated on the social media coming out to say that if you are carrying a married woman, that is evil. So what are we going to say to him now? Or what is he going to say to himself when he sees, when it's been established now that Judy Austin was never divorced from Mr. Obasi? Since Judy did not get a divorce judgment from the customary court, it means that there's no clear and final arrangement for the well-being of the children. Judy had been with she had with Mr. Obasi. Where are the children now? Who are those children with? And Mr. Obasi really wants to take care of these children. But Judy Austin is refusing for Mr. Obasi to take care of his children. So we all have seen that Judy Austin does not celebrate the children's school fees on social media. Instead, she only celebrate the ones she had with you. The way she's doing right now, she's just doing as if those two children are the only children she's ever had. You know, so it's a long process when you go through the customary. When I mean long, not too long, but it's better because you have all your evidences that you can present anytime when somebody comes to you to say, okay, are you divorced? What proof do you have that you are divorced? So right now, Judy don't have any of those to bring. So this might even land her in trouble. And this might also land, what's his name, Yuledoche in trouble, because it seems now, according to, it looks like TPA May's lawyer are going to work with Mr. Obasi. That's what it seems like, you know. And right now, you know that in Igbo land, when you are still married to a man and you are having children by another man, and you have not returned the bride price of that man, those children you are having for the man that you are with belongs to your husband, your ex-husband, or your, separated husband, because you are having children by another man when you haven't returned his bride price. So my people, this thing is complicated. That is why it's like a web. It's like these four people: you, Judy, Mr. Obasi, and May is not in that web. Even Mr. Obasi, it's just the three of them, because it's the three of them that are in that web. Especially Judy Austin and Yuledochi. You came out the other day on Sunday now saying that people where they kill one married women are now their foundation is shaking there. So are you going to tell us how your foundation is? So my people, I just feel that this thing, all of us should learn from it. We should learn from it because the Igbo culture is very strong. The Nigerian culture is strong, but Igbo culture is strong. And like right now, if truly Judy is not divorced from Mr. Obasi, it's very possible that those children will automatically become Mr. Obasi's children. If Yul is the biological father, which the people are saying, speculation, are they allegedly speculations that it may not be the father of the children. So it's going to be really tough. It's going to be tough on you because the children might be taken away from him and given to Mr. Obasi because that's Mr. Obasi's wife. So my people, I hope we all are learning from this. Because I always say the world is civilized in all my videos, which is true. The world is so civilized right now. You are divorcing, you are separating from a man. Please do it the proper way so that when things like this comes up, you have documentation to present. You have documentation to present. But right now, it looks like Judy, even if the bride price was returned, but she doesn't have proof. If you want to dissolve your marriage, even if it's a customary marriage, you need to file a petition at the customary court. The judiciary processes have certain advantages. The first is that the court keeps record of the proceedings, and the outcome is evidence in the written judgment. So judgment gives certainty, clarity, and finality, as well as the due process and transparency to the court, to the outcome, of the case. You should learn from Judy and your predicament. We all, everybody, every Nigeria, learn from you and Judy predicament. Go to court and get your dissolve or dissolution of your marriage. From there, it leaves a permanent record showing the date the divorce took place and why it occurred, instead of stories that Judy and Mr. Obasi and Yul have been trying to tell the world. And also, arrangements will be made on how the children will be cared for. So these are the reasons why a proper divorce should be, should be done. And this woman is just fortunate that I mean, children are involved. Children are involved, and Mr. Bassi wants to take care of her children, but he's been refusing for the man to take care of his children. So all of us should be careful, because I'm telling you, this Judy and Yul situation is a lesson for all of us. My people, please share this video. Share this video and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and my Facebook page, please. Thank you and God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.